Well, welcome to evening meditation, still in July. And following on from last week, we were thinking of the hope and love, and recalling that the hope we have lies in the radical transcendence of God, God's power of creative, redeeming, and sustaining love. We need to remind ourselves that this powerful love is closer to us than we are to ourselves. And so tonight, this meditation, we're going to try a version of Lectio Divina, of reading a passage, in this case the Psalm from Sunday, and seeing what catches our attention. But before we do that, we will prepare ourselves. So let's come into the room mentally and spiritually. Let's settle the body. If you're sitting in a chair, try to feel your back, your spine against the back of the chair. Allow your neck to straighten if you can, just sitting perhaps just a little bit more upright. And as we nearly always do, take 2 deep, slow, cleansing breaths in through the nose and back out through the mouth. And be aware of the sensation of, talking about the lungs before, of the filling of the lungs as much as we can, and noticing the rise of the body, of the chest and the abdomen as we breathe in, and then the fall as we breathe out. And become aware of your feet, and think of it as just as we've thought of the neck straightening and the head and neck moving upwards, so think of the downward movement of the feet towards the ground. Maybe, just as I'm doing now, I'm slipping off my shoes so that I can feel the ground more directly with my feet. Just note how the feet feel as they touch the ground. Note all the points of contact. And then just notice your hands. I'm sure they will have just naturally assumed a comfortable position. But just notice the position as they balance midway between that upper reaching energy of the upper body and the downward reaching of the lower body. Just notice where the hands have rested, whether they're open in the lap, gently folded, just notice that. And so, having come to a settled, comfortable place, return the attention to the breath. Let the inflow and the release bring further calmness and a slowing down. And then checking in internally. And notice how you are feeling mentally emotionally, and possibly even spiritually. As we'll notice later in the psalm, nothing is hidden from God, so there's no need to pretend anything. We can be perfectly honest with ourselves and with God as to just how we are feeling, but noting that without judgment. But if there is anything we're carrying, perhaps we can gently let go of that, gently release it with the out breath. And so concluding this this time of preparation with some words from Brother Lawrence. Here I am, Lord, all devoted to you. Make me according to your heart. Here I am, Lord, all devoted to you. Make me according to your heart. And so we offer our whole selves, trusting that this is a two-way relationship. But that we are regarded with love and tenderness and welcome and grace. So I'm going to slowly read the words. They are on the screen as well, but if it's easier to listen, first 5 verses of Psalm 139. And you're just going to note what catches your attention, a word or a phrase. You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. You hem me in behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. So any word or phrase, just hold that. Maybe repeat it to yourself. And in these words, perhaps we can be aware of some comfort, reassured just how deeply and profoundly we are seen and held and known by the Lord. This psalm is set alongside a reading from Genesis when Jacob has fled from his brother Esau and encounters the angel of the Lord and knows that presence, that protection, that knowledge of his inner being. This intimacy of God with us. And then some further verses. Again, noting as you listen or as you read anything that particularly resonates with you. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. How precious to me are your thoughts, O God! How vast is the sum of them! Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I awake, I am still with you. So again, if there is a word or a phrase, just hold it and turn it over. Let's converse with the Lord about that word and its significance for you. And these words follow on from verses showing that there is no escape from God's presence. But that's not a threatening presence, but a loving, caring, nurturing presence. And one that should help us to not be fearful, because if God knows everything about us, then everything is in the open. There is no need to try and hide anything. And wonderfully, although God knows all of us, God still wants to be in relationship with us. And so to the closing verses of this psalm. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me, and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Again, note a word or a phrase. From what we might call prayer, a prayer of yielding, asking God to help us to continue to grow. What is it that we need to do to change, to keep growing in faithfulness and knowledge of God? Guidance for what I would call our own spiritual formation. Something there too, I think, about a desire to know ourselves, to be honest with ourselves, for us to recognize any anxious thoughts, any ways that lead us astray. So we'll go to our longer silence with a Taizé chant that I found, which uses the first words from the first verse. Lord, you have searched me and you know me.
You have searched me, you know me, Lord. You have searched me, you know me. You have searched me, you know me, Lord. You have searched me, you know me. You have searched me, you know me, Lord. You have searched me, you know me. You have searched me, you know me, Lord. You have searched me, you know
So into our silence we might take some of a word or that phrase itself, using that as a mantra, or taking another word or phrase that you noted from the other verses. Or simply use the silence to practice focusing on the breath, or to practice that self-awareness of anxious thoughts and the way of just letting them go, letting them subside, letting them drift away. So we gently come out of our silence. Just return to some of those words from the beginning. You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. You hem me in behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. And so we bring ourselves back into this physical space, into the room. Reconnecting perhaps with the breath, with the body, just noting again our position, perhaps just stretching a little bit, flexing the shoulders, moving the neck. And we'll finish with that closing lines from the psalm. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting.